Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And here are the new power rankings. Only the first month of the season, but a chance to check out some early returns. You look at Las Vegas, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
You know, for Tampa, they haven't stormed out of the gates, but they're still in a good spot. They just have to work some things out. Still, though, a very impressive squad.
A look at the opening lineup for Tampa. We've got Davis, and it's Wells in at the 4. And for Las Vegas, they've got Griffin, and it's Jones in at the power forward position. Serving up some holiday basketball for you fans out there. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving Eve to you as well, my partner. I mean, there's just something special about watching basketball during the holiday season. Hey, and we're in for a treat.
And here's Griffin. Here's Freak. Pass to B-Train.
I got him. Watch the screen.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one drops for him.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Here's Cowboy. Here's Ferguson. Off with the layup. Here's Freak. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Las Vegas shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Las Vegas, number 2, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes a first. And Tampa making a change here.
You got it out.
Make sure the pitch down there. I got shoot it.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Cowboy. Pass to Marion. And just about a minute into this first quarter. The Mayor can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Freak. Flash, the pass to Freak. And here's Jones. Pass to Freak. Shot clock at 5. Griffin outside. The 3. Rebounded by Marion. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Fires the 3. The Mayor, good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Las Vegas.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Marion. Here's the Mayor. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for Tampa. Number 3. One shot.
And that one misses. For Las Vegas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Freak can't hit. Here's the mayor. He's got 5. Pass to Cowboy. Four on the clock. For 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Now here's Jones. Here's Flash. Here's Freak. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Freak's got 8.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Cowboy. Pass to Ferguson. From deep. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. This, their first chance to take a look at Tampa this season.
They won both of their meetings last season. You love to pull that off against another powerhouse.
Well, we'll find out. Such talent on the floor tonight on each side of the matchup. There's some conference pride at stake, too. Both teams being among the cream of the crop in the East and the West.
Here's Cowboy. And there's the lob. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Pass to B-Train. Now Jones. Rebounded by Marion. For Tampa, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage.
Las Vegas foul call. Teams. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Las Vegas.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
And he's good on the second. And it's Las Vegas with the ball. Here's D. Pass to Freak. Now here's Jones. Six to shoot. Launches it. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Tampa is shooting right around 57%. Very efficient so far in the first. Marion passes to Ferguson. And again, no good by Tampa. Well, Las Vegas is shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Here's D. Pass to Freak from the arc. And he finishes. That makes it 4 out of 5.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Here's Cowboy. Here's Ferguson. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Las Vegas leading by 5. Here's Freak. 15 in his last outing. Pass to D. Here's Jones. Fires it. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
I just love the ball move.
A minute 42 left in the first quarter. Here's Cowboy. Here's the Mayor. Nails it from three. The Mayor's got his third basket on the night right there. Las Vegas calls timeout. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of the season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
MP is checked in for Las Vegas. Las Vegas leading by 4. Freak passes to Jones. From the wing, the putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
The Mayor passes to the natural. Pass to Wells. Over Jones. Wells misses. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. Here's Freak. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. To the wing, right side. 5 on the clock. Here's D. No good on the triple.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Stolen. Now here's Jones. Pass to Freak. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Jones feels it out. Here's D. It's picked off. And here's the fast break.
Las Vegas foul call. Jones. First personal foul, third team foul.
Tampa shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in this game.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls, and Tampa making a change here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Freak. With 1 on the clock. Not going to go that time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Las Vegas leading by 4. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, guys, what do you think about what we've seen from Las Vegas?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
So for Tampa right now, and it's Marion in at the center position. Pass to Cowboy. Marion passes to Wells. Deflected! And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession! And Las Vegas making a change here. Griffin's checked in.
Griffin.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Kaber. No good with the triple. Las Vegas leading by 4. MP with it. Still no points. Pass to D. There's the triple. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. And here's Tampa now. And that'll be game 4 of this 6-game stretch on the road. Here's Caver. Fires the 3. Sinks it from distance. Caver's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Here's Cowboy, following the score by Las Vegas. Pass to Caver. Here's Cowboy. Shoots. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
Wells.
Cowboys got 5 points. Well, Las Vegas is shooting around 50% of the game so far. Now Griffin. And he drives in. MP outside. Over to the wing. Pass to Freak. Tries it from 16. Rebounded by Marion. Marion's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Cowboy. He's got 5. Here's Wells. Here's Cowboy. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Las Vegas, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Who poked away? And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. The natural passes to Cowboy. Good. He hits the jumper. Cowboy's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Here's Griffin. Pass to D. Griffin on the wing. MP with it. The 3. And Griffin the bucket on the assist by MP. Griffin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Tampa calls time here.
They were allowed to ramp up their offense as the defense they faced was barely present.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
And Tampa making a change here. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season.
You know, you really didn't want to send either team to the line if you had any ideas about winning.
Caver, the pass to the natural. Pass to Marion. Here's Ferguson. And again, no good by Tampa.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's B-Trey. His last outing, we saw him score 13.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Pass to Marion. This one for 3. He drops it from range. Marion's got his 2nd basket on the night.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
MP outside. Here's B-Trey. Just 5 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Here's Freak. Davis with a rebound. For Tampa, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And they're on the break. Here's Ferguson. Pass to the natural. Here's Marion. Takes the three. Ferguson gets the bucket. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Tampa?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
And Tampa making a change here. For Las Vegas, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Back to Jones. Lets it fly. Yep, that one goes.
Unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
At the line for one, Jones.
One shot.
For Tampa, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Here's Cowboy. He has 7. Davis, a screen. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for Tampa, Davis. At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Davis. And it's Las Vegas with the ball. Here's Betrayed. Pass to Freak. Three-pointer. Davis with a rebound.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Here's the Mayor. Defended by Griffin. Here's Cowboy. Here's Ferguson. 5 to shoot. Here's Wells. Jones with the block.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the second. B-Train, the pass to Freak. Again the miss by Las Vegas. Here's the Mayor. Give him 8. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
And this will be his second trip to the free throw line.
At the line for Tampa, number 3, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Las Vegas trails by 3. D, the pass to Jones. Pass to Freak. 4-3. Freak's got 17.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Lets it go from deep. Flash grabs the miss. Flash has got rebound number 8 now.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Substitution for Tampa. Number 9, Caver.
There's 47 seconds left in the second. Here's Freak. He's got 17. Hook it off the crossover. Freak's got 19 points.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Here's Cowboy. He has 7. 24 seconds left to play in the first half. The jump hook. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Seconds left in the second period. Here's Freak. 19 points in the game. Here's the 3. It doesn't go for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Las Vegas up by 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
And taking a look at Las Vegas, they're a club that nobody wants to face right now. A lot of people thought they'd be outside the playoff picture. Well, think again. The way they're playing, they look like the team to beat.
Their focus on defense has been inconsistent. Tough to win with lapses at that end.
Yeah, they got to clamp down in the second half, man. Better communication and multiple efforts.
Glad you could join us. Brian and...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Tampa is shooting only 40% from the floor in this game, and it's B-Train in at the 2 guard. To the paint, here's Marion. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. And for Tampa, and it's Marion in at center. Here's B-Train. Pulls it from the top of the key. Freak can't hit.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Cowboy, trailing by 2. Pass to Marion, 3-pointer. B-Train clears it away. Well, Las Vegas is shooting the ball at 48% so far. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Clock at 6. Here's Flash. Freak passes to Freak. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Ferguson. Pass to Marion. Here's the pick. Here's Ferguson. Fires in the triple. Ferguson's got 7. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Betray, the pass to Flash. Pass to Freak. Jacks up a three. On target from range. Freak's got 22.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And Tampa calls time here. Griffin, he's checked in for Las Vegas. Davis, he's checked in for Tampa.
Substitution on the
And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Pass to the mayor. Here's Cowboy. Davis a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cowboy drops in the 3. 10 points for him.
Yeah, kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Inside, here's Flash. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points. Flash has got his second basket of the night. For Tampa, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Ferguson. Here's the mayor. To the inside. Davis. That's good.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And it's Las Vegas with the ball. After the basket by Tampa. Betray. Pass to Flash. Here's Freak. Puts up a 3. Ferguson with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Pass to Wells. Over Jones. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And now a 3-point Tampa lead.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Las Vegas calls timeout. Las Vegas trails by 3. It's stolen away. Here's Ferguson. Jones with the block. Here's Betray. Pass to Freak. Beyond the arc. Jones misses. Tampa leading by 3. Here's the mayor. He's got 10.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Number 2. First personal
And breaking
foul.
down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Tampa.
At the line
Well, their
for
D
Tampa.
has been a major story
Number
tonight.
3.
I mean, those steals and
Take a
putting
break.
pressure
Take a
on the
break.
ball,
Clear
clogging
shot.
the passing lanes, impressive.
Well, they've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, the confidence grows, and you win that turnover battle.
Both teams will make substitutions. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's D. Pass to Jones. Out to the wing. Back to Griffin. Jones, the pass to D. Connects from downtown.
Man, he didn't have a ton of room to get that shot off. That's the kind of shooter he is.
For Tampa, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. With the floater. Count that bucket. The Mayor's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Griffin. Outside Jones. Here's Flash. Pass to Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Got a hand on it. Here's Wells. Defended by Jones. Wells, the pass to the Mayor. Davis with a screen on Griffin. Down low. And Davis slams it home.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's D. And Davis with the block. And he gets it back. Jones, the pass to Freak. Here's Flash. Check by Davis. Here's Flash. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. First one falls for him. MP is checked in for Griffin. And Tampa making a change here. Good on both. A minute 50 left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to the natural. Here's the Mayor. Here's the natural. From outside, off the mark.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy. Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Offensive rebound. Pass to the Mayor. Let's go with a 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Shot's good.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game.
Number 3.
One shot.
At the line for 1.
Las Vegas trails by 6. MP outside. Pass to Freak. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to Tampa.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
And here's MP. Here's Freak. The 3 is up. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Haywood's got 3 assists now in this one.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Here's the Mayor. He's got 18. To the middle. Here's Marion. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. They grab their own miss. From deep, MP. The shot that time not on target. 1 second left. The shot won't fall. The third quarter comes to a close. Tampa on top. They're up by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got MP, and it's D in at the shooting guard. Here's Freak. Wing shot on the way, and it goes straight through with a swish. Freak's got 27 points. Tampa leading by 3. Cowboy, the pass to the natural. Here's Ferguson.
Las Vegas foul call. Number 40. Second personal foul. First team foul.
They set the pick from outside the arc. The rebound by Haywood. Well, Las Vegas is shooting the rock well at 46%. Here's Freak. It's hauled in by Caber. Caber's got his 4th rebound in this one. Marion passes to Cowboy. Can't bury it. His 5th miss in 9 tries. Las Vegas trails by 3. Here's D. Rebounded by Marion. Tampa is shooting at about 44% so far. Pass to Ferguson. Over MP. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Las Vegas calls timeout. Get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Las Vegas's coach going over their plan during the break. He reminded his team just how close this game is, saying, guys, we aren't out of this yet. We still have plenty of time left. Let's go out and execute our game plan, and I promise you, we will win this game. Let's see how they come out of this timeout, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Freak. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Haywood. He shoots a 3. The rebound by the natural. Tampa leading by 5. To the paint. Ferguson, no good.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
D, the pass to Freak. Here's D. Here's Freak. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by Las Vegas.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Ferguson gets the bucket.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Here's D. Freak passes to D. Back to MP. Here's D. Pass to Freak. Here's Freak. He buries it from 3. Freak's got 11 points here in the second half.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Here's Ferguson. Launches a three. The shot no good.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Pass to D. To the left side wing. Here's Freak. Good! Another from three.
Oh my, he is scorching hot. Another three.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Here's Cowboy. From deep three-point land. Ferguson, no good. For Las Vegas, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Here's Freak. Bullseye! Freak's got 10 points in the quarter.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
And Tampa calls time here.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pass to Davis. Here's the mayor. And they recover it. Tipped away. Here's Freak. Here's Flash. Checked by Davis. And it's blocked by Davis. Here's Cowboy. Wells, the pass to the mayor. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Here's Freak. Pass to Flash. The fader. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Ferguson, pass to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Cowboy. The 3 ball. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now. Las Vegas trails by 4. Here's Freak. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, number 2.
That free throw misses. He hits the second from the line. Here's the mayor. Davis with a screen on Griffin.
2 minutes remaining.
There's the 3.
2 minutes.
The mayor can't get it to go.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Here's Freak. Pass to Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Freak from behind the arc. Again, the miss by Las Vegas.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's the mayor. Fires for 3. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's Freak. It's good. Freak's got 38 points.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Here's the mayor. Davis. Stayed with it, but couldn't get it to fall. Griffin passes to Freak. 43 seconds left in the fourth. Ferguson with a rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
Griffin. Third personal foul. Second team
And we
foul.
have to take another look at that block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Griffin comes with a double. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Jones. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Tampa. Wells. 2 shots.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. Las Vegas calls timeout. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They don't want to waste time here. If they can score fast enough, they can go back on D and try to get a stop instead of having to foul.
Here's Freak. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Team foul. At the line for Las Vegas. Number 2. 1 shot.
That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the N1.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now. And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
Shooting for Tampa. Number 3.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Las Vegas calls timeout. .4 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Jones. Pass to B-Train. Back to Jones. Off target with the 3. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Shooting for Tampa. Ferguson. Taking 2 shots.
Take
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Pass to Freak. From downtown. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And Tampa calls time here.
Dance cam. Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen. All right, let's hear it for all the dancers.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Cleaves. Third personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for Tampa. Ferguson. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
And so it's Tampa winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. And now our player of the game.